Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the B-Dubs Movie Hub. This is Brian, and I wanted to talk a little bit about Donald Sutherland. He passed away not too long ago, just a little over a week at this point, as I'm recording this. And I thought about some of the movies I had seen him in, and I went through my letterbox, and I realized that you know for the amount of years that he's been in the business, I had only seen about 14 of his movies. Now he's credited with almost 200, so 14 doesn't seem like a whole lot in the grand scheme of things. And I always remembered him more as like a supporting character. Um, you know, a lot of stuff that I saw him in was in the 90s. I hadn't really seen a lot of his older stuff outside of Ordinary People, which came out in 1980, and of course his small role in Animal House. But he wasn't really a main character in that one. Uh, so I need to go back and watch a lot of his older stuff. But I do want to talk about two movies that I really enjoyed him in. Both of these came out in the early 90s. I was still a kid at the time when these came out. So very fun movies. The first one was 1992's Buffy the Vampire Slayer. He plays Merrick, who is Buffy's first watcher. Um, I really loved this movie. I thought he was fantastic in it. Um, he has kind of a British accent. I think he played the part really well. It's been a long time since I've seen the movie. I really do need to kind of watch that one again. So I'll probably add that to the queue at some point. But I really enjoyed it. Like I said, cult classic. Stars Chrissy Swanson, Luke Perry, David Arquette, Paul Rubens. Really, really fun cast overall. And Donald Sutherland just played a really good part in that one. But the other movie that I really enjoyed him in, and is one of my favorites from 1991, is Backdraft. He plays Ronald Bartell, who is not the main villain of the movie, but he is kind of an antagonist. He plays an arsonist who, for the most part, is very calm and very kind of quiet person up until they start talking to him about the fires, and then he kind of starts to show his crazy side about it.
Oh, what a treat.
He did a really good job in this movie. Very memorable role overall. Probably one of my favorite roles of his. He's done a lot. Like you said, over almost 200 credits to his name. He was in A Time to Kill, which is a really good movie. He had a part in Outbreak. He was kind of a villain in that one as well. So he's kind of had that kind of mix of fatherly roles and mentor roles, and then he had his few villainous roles too. So he's kind of had a wide range over his long career. Uh, but as I mentioned, I really want to go back, start watching some of his older stuff. I have a few that are on my list. Like I said, MASH is one of them. Don't Look Now, which is one that I actually just ordered from the recent Criterion sale. Clute, which is another one that I'd love to see. But I did recently just watch Invasion of the Body Snatchers. I picked this one off of eBay, and I really like this. I never saw the original one, but I had heard really good things about this particular film. Sutherland is great in it. The movie overall is really, really well done. A lot of good practical effects and all that. But Sutherland's part a bit of more of a main role here. This one, he plays Matthew Bennell, a San Francisco health inspector. The movie is about strange seeds that drift to Earth from space, and mysterious pods begin to grow and invade San Francisco. So he works with his, his friends, played by Brooke Adams, Jeff Goldblum, Veronica Cartwright, and even Leonard Nimoy is in this one. So they work together to try to figure out what's going on and kind of make it through this invasion. Very good movie. I surprised it took me so long to see this one. But again, this is going to be one of many that I plan to see this year and try to round out the Donald Sutherland films. Overall, he had just such a great career. He was in the business for over 6 decades. It's kind of a shame that we won't get to see him grace the screen anymore. But I'm going to keep watching his movies and work on that Donald Sutherland catalog that is a little bit backlogged for me. I definitely need to catch up on a lot of his stuff, and I'm really looking forward to watching. Not like I said, not only Mash and Don't Look Now, but anything else that you guys may recommend. Drop those down in the comments below. I'd love to kind of see what your favorite Donald Sutherland movies are. And again, great career, and he will be missed in the business. Goodbye, Donald Sutherland.